So the saying is, time is money. Well, then commuting is costing the average American worker thousands of dollars every year. According to data from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, commuters nationwide experience an annual wage loss or a commute cost in time of more than $5,700 a year. That's about $22 a day. So what does it mean for commuters in and around Denver? Well, let's find out. That's why we have Chris Rourke, the managing editor of the Denver Business Journal, to talk about it. So when we talk about expensive cities, cheaper cities when it comes to commuting, where does Denver rank nationally?
Well, Denver's close to the top 20. It's 36 out of 170 cities that were evaluated. The average cost based on median, salary and the average time spent in the car is about $6,700 a year. We're not sitting behind our computers all the time now. We're actually having to get in the car and drive to work, if we're returned to office, and that's costing an average lost wage of $6,700. $26 a day, if you want to look at it that way.
Wow. That's a really, really, really nice lunch.
It's a lot of stuff that it could be.
That is just,
well, it's 49 minutes too. That could be your lunch hour.
That's the thing, the time is, and that's about the average, right? Because that falls into about what I think most of us do, is around 50 minutes.
That's what I do. And rush hour. I mean, I can get downtown in 25 minutes, but during rush hour, it's about 45 to 50.
And the top five are then?
San Francisco, Fremont, California, Washington, D.C.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Jersey City, New Jersey, and New York City. And then the study even looked at how women, because of pay disparity, are actually paying more proportionately.
There's another bonus.
Yeah, that is another bonus. I'm telling you, this is not part of our discussion, but we have the highest construction rate during these times too. I have hit every single detour in the last couple of weeks alone. It's crazy.
But it's not bothering you, and you don't complain.
No, it's not bothering me at all. So what about companies, employers? Because, now people are back to work. They want people back to work. What can they do to
They do want people back to work. And look, commuting is painful. So employers are looking at reducing that pain. Additional money, stipends for, gas or whatever, flexible schedules. Maybe you come in at 10 o'clock and leave at 7, or maybe your hybrid remote situation is going to have you in the office on days that maybe the rest of the city are not.
So I tend to look at the car now as the one place that I'm most likely to make an important phone call.
Yeah, hands-free.
But it's the one place where I know I've got control, peace and quiet. I can talk about anything with anyone that I need to talk about. So I wonder about getting paid while in the car. Like, are there companies that might consider your commute to be part of your day, because you could be conducting business on the hour in and the hour home?
No, talk to your boss. I mean, salary.
We're not talking.
It's interesting because we've heard a lot of rumbling about how to reduce the amount of traffic, say on I-25. There was a plan that came forth in the last couple of years to widen I-25 through central Denver. CDOT said there's no money for it. You think about T-Rex about 20 years ago, what that did to I-25. That finished under budget and in time. What could that do if I-25 is widened? Of course, there are RTD proponents, and Senator Faith Winter has said that she's going to bring forth legislation to increase fees and taxes so that we can fund public transportation to a greater degree. But does that actually put people into public transportation and get them off the roads? That remains to be seen.
So if you really can't do anything about your commute, and there's a lot of people that do work like hours that are different enough that you really RTD and other things, what can we do? How can we get around some of these extra issues and the money and everything to make this bearable?
Well, I look at how can I use this time to my advantage. Maybe there's something personal development wise. I want to listen to a podcast, professional development. Certainly you can leave earlier. They say, I've talked to some experts that say leave earlier so you reduce your stress in fighting the traffic. If you know that you're not hurrying to get to work and you're in traffic, that's going to reduce your stress. You stick to a regular schedule. Make sure you're getting, the things that would normally reduce stress levels. Experiment with different routes. I got stuck. There was some traffic. I got on I-25 going south at about 8 o'clock last night, and there was a lot of traffic, and I thought about taking the next route out and going down University to where I was going. So look at ways you can vary your route and ease that burden.
You don't do just whatever Waze tells you?
He's big on Waze. He likes Waze.
You like Waze?
Just tell me what to do.
I do the Google Maps, and they're pretty good about telling you, what's ahead, speed traps, slowdowns, things of that nature. I don't know, you just have to be strategic if you're going to navigate.
Yeah, it sounds like, if you can adjust your schedule to dodge what the heart of most rush hours are, you could save a lot of time, at least as far as time in the car.
I think that seems like a good strategy because I've started coming downtown 4 days a week. Now I'm commuting on a Monday and I've noticed the traffic seems to be, this is not official, but seems to be
Wednesday's the worst.
lighter.
Because everybody goes to work on Wednesday. Yeah.
That's why we have
Wednesday
Chris in
and
on
Thursday.
Thursdays, because we don't want to drive on Wednesday.
No, the middle of the week, it feels like, is always the worst.
But
Just
nobody
saying.
goes to work on Friday,
No one goes to work on Friday, except us.
except you.
Do you?
Well, not this Friday,
Do
because now
you?
we're working Sunday. But anyway, when she said leave early, I was just ready to grab my bag, but that's okay.
You don't have to tell her twice. Chris, thanks. That's a very interesting number when you start putting it
Yeah,
in financial
it's a lot. Very
terms,
much so.
what the commute
lot,
costs.
Yes, and it doesn't count on gas and other expenses, parking. So that's something else to figure out.
Oh,
That's real,
yeah,
too.
if you're downtown.
All right. Thanks. Chris Rourke from the Denver Business Journal.